to figure it out, and I'm gonna say that we figured it out. I've got some other things on the stove that I want to do as well, so one of them's cleaning it. Aframe, daydream. That's it.
Mitzi.
Yeah. And stuff. Yeah, we haven't done anything in a while. We dropped some snacky, yummy videos, but overall haven't done any camping because it's been gratuitously hot.
Yes, heat wave.
We had a ridiculous heat wave right after our last camp trip that, cruel and unusual temperatures, well over 100 for a couple of days, and yeah, no thank you. We are currently having, I don't know, we've hit the dew point, so the fog that we were having this morning is now officially falling.
Yes.
So, unless you want to call it rain, I don't know what else to call it. It's weird. Anyhow, so we got a few little oddball projects ahead. One of them, I'm just going to get out of the way because it's tiny, and
we done a video on this before.
We did a video some time ago on the fact that I couldn't find these little tiny dudes, and so I made shift with something else. Well, my makeshift has gone even more makeshift.
They made their own way to somewhere else.
Yeah, so, I mean, essentially because I was using elastic, the fact that we travel in heat, there's vibration, there's plenty of things going on, I just ended up using, like, this rubber rug stuff that I have a few million miles of throughout. Yeah, so this kind of rubbery stuff. And just basically put it underneath the glass to prevent the glass from getting crunched. Well, anyway, so we bought some new little bumper things. And just FYI, these are $1 a piece. They're teeny. So I got a grip of them.
Oh, we didn't pick up just 2 packs. That's what we need.
We got 4 packs, so we have a backup plan for when we start losing them again. And yeah, since they're dinky, they're definitely gonna go away.
Down below.
Yeah, so
for them.
But yeah, since we had forever to be able to find those, we had to figure it out, and I'm gonna say that we figured it out. I've got some other things on the stove that I want to do as well, so one of them's cleaning it. We haven't used the stove not once this year. Not at all.
Why?
We haven't needed it.
Why?
We've been cooking exclusively on the Blackstone. When we haven't been cooking on the Blackstone, we've been cheating a little bit. We have been known to take an electric frying pan for when it's just uber bad weather outside, but we don't want to superheat the camper. The other thing that we cheat with is a George Foreman, and it's not quite the same results as an actual flat top, so we'll just move on away from that.
I think we kind of threw that to the wayside anymore.
We still have it in the truck, but we haven't used it.
No.
Except for maybe once. Yeah, we've used it like once. We've been known to take a toaster oven. We were trying something new this morning. We're going to see if we can just completely get away from the toaster oven altogether. So
I think that will work with everything that we have.
I think that we can make it. We can make it work. So
we're gonna test out, and we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, we'll get back. We'll get back to that one. But we did try something new and interesting this morning, and yeah. Anyways, so this was gratuitous. This is so much more gratuitous. Don't need it at all, but why not put some rave lights in the camper? Because you just never know. They're little LED tape light. They're powered by USB. they were super cheap.
Walmart brand.
Walmart brand, no less. They were like $7 or something like that.
So either they're going to be a complete fail or they're going to work. So we're going to find out for ourselves.
We plugged them in and played with them a little bit on the little spool, but I'm looking forward to actually seeing them
in here,
in the camper, and yeah, giving them a go. But we think where we want to put them is basically the panel that is in front of my sink, so that we're hitting the underside of this cupboard right here
on the lip,
so that we're not actually damaging the wood in the event that we just hate it. We can rip it down and not, and have no sadness whatsoever. But yeah, $7 for something goofy that I saw a couple days ago, and Ed saw again and went, ooh, I guess I should bring that home, because
I opened up the box
$7.
at Walmart and kind of started looking at it more, and I was like, okay, I mean, this can't be too bad.
Yeah,
we're gonna unwrap them here, and then maybe either in the a later video we'll show you what they look like, because we do got some camp trips coming up.
Yeah. So
anyways,
instructions, and the nice thing is it's 6.5 feet of lighted availability. But you can cut them. They have marks on the strip where you can cut them shorter. So if you don't want the entire strip, you can cut them down. And I think we will end up doing that. It came with a small remote control that has a grip of fun little functions on it. It came with one little clip, but we figured out what this one little clip is for. It's to go right up at the controller, which is the very start of the tape, because it's kind of heavy, and the cable itself, when it's drooping or whatever, is also kind of heavy. While we were playing with it, there was a bit of swearing, and that was care of me.
We won't get into that.
Anyway, because it kept trying to unspool when I didn't want it to unspool. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It comes on a little spool. And like I say, you can cut off what you don't want. So we just did some rough measurements as far as where we're going to put it. Kind of figured out how we're going to rig it so that we don't end up with any problems, any cord trauma, stuff like that. And next trip out, we will definitely have a show and tell of how fun they were and stuff. But yeah, so $1 a piece on these guys, but yeah, you have to buy them in packages of 4, so $4, and then another $7. We have some projects to do.
Yeah, and also I've got we haven't even talked about this video yet. We've done some things with our refrigerator because we've been having some issues, but I got a video on that. The issues, we'll kind of talk about them later in that other video. But, yeah, really, what have we been up to? Staying cool.
Trying to stay cool.
It is too stinking hot. I mean, yeah, there's been a couple. Last weekend, what did we do? We stayed in the camper. We
actually hung out in the camper last weekend in the driveway because
it was a lot cooler in here.
It was nicer in the camper. We just were bored in our house. And we're going, well, we're not gone, but at least we're sort of camping.
Yeah. I mean, it felt the same as when we were out camping anyways.
Watch some TV. We have some random crickets that have decided to take up shop in our garage, and when they get to singing, they're pretty dang loud.
Yeah, so it almost kind of feels like you're...
So it sounds like you're in the woods, anyways, but... And luckily our neighbors have been pretty mellow, so it's been a bit quieter in the hood lately, so hooray.
Yes, it has been a lot quieter.
Yep.
But I think we're going to wrap this up. We're going to get these lights installed. We're going to check them out ourselves and let you guys check them out on our next camp trip this weekend. But where we're going, we're not going to say. I think by then we might mention something else that we're going to do at our next camp trip. So we're not 100% sure yet. Had to get a new phone. Mine took and implanted onto
His
some gravel.
endoed on some gravel and landed very badly.
So now I'm into the process of learning this new S22. But overall, so far I like it. The transition to it has actually been not too bad.
That was pretty painless switch over as far as overall stuff
They
went.
give you cables. If your phone power's on, that's the best benefit because you can kind of try to work your way through it. So, hey, I got through it. My home screen is still the same. I can't complain. Did have to get some different accessories, but, you know, OtterBox, screen protector, different accessories for recording.
Stuff. Yeah, we always need stuff. Every time you get a phone, you have to get some random stuff.
Yes.
Even if you didn't need the stuff, you got to have the stuff.
More stuff.
But yeah, the OtterBox is probably the biggest thing, or some sort of case. We're both proponent fans of OtterBoxes because, if your phone is as fragile as most phones are, giving it an OtterBox pretty much bumps up its life expectancy by a lot.
Oh yeah,
A whole lot.
We had S8s.
I have proof because my S8 still lives. It's definitely had some impacts. It just happens. I've just been really lucky. I haven't endoed it face down. I've been super lucky on that. And now watch, it'll happen today. But yeah, if it does, I'll let you know. But I hope it doesn't. So,
but my fixed, though.
Yeah, my phone has been through maybe half as much as his phone has. So he's definitely having the sad tales of woe, sending said phone away.
Yeah, it's been a good phone. 5 years. 5 years. And it's done a lot of stuff for us because if you don't... a lot of you guys don't know us in previous and we may have talked about it. We've done music shoots off of our phones.
Yeah, we have done music video shoots off our phones, and those were blast.
Yeah, them were blast. We've done, 2?
We've done 2 videos with 2 different phones because our old phones did the first one, and then the S8s did the next one.
Yep. So.
And that was, again, another situation where one of us had a fatal cascade of our phone, and we had to immediately upgrade. And then that second video shoot came up.
The second video shoot was good.
That was a good time. Yeah, that was a good time. And that was literally right before the, that thing. What did somebody call it? The cerveza illness. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, the cerveza. It was right before the cerveza illness. So yeah, that was and that was right shortly after. We'd had the S8s for longer than that though.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we were already
about 5 years.
Yeah, we were already really skilled with those phones. So by the time, his decided to take a bad diving lesson or a flying lesson that it didn't know how to land yet. Yeah.
Yeah, in this day and age, I'll tell you what, you go without a phone for a whole day. Whew. Wasn't like when I was growing up, man. You could be without a phone. It's a little bit different nowadays. 2-factor authentications for everything. Yeah.
It was really quiet around here.
It was quiet. I started to realize that like boring trips between towns around this area, but hey, it is what it is. But I made it through it, and here we are back again with a phone. Well, we could have used your phone.
Yeah. We could have. We have.
And we still have.
And we will.
And we always will.
And you'll never really know. Maybe. You might know.
Might know. It depends on good quality.
Mine is the shaky hand. And the woo sounds in the background.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't seem to control myself when I'm walking and tripping and trying to film.
But yeah, we've got, the town's going to get busy again. It's not the Speedway weekend, but it's Fairbury Fair's coming up. And we're not really big fans of country music. There's nothing wrong with it. We're not knocking it. We've listened to plenty.
I don't dislike it. It's just not my favorite.
100% favorite.
It's not my favorite. There is music that I do dislike, but that's not entirely it.
We hit the website, and we're taking it off to go camping. So,
The weird part is looking at the number of sites that were
yeah.
available, like all of them.
Yeah, school's starting too.
School starts and nobody's camping, so...
Yeah, matter of fact, school starts for a lot of schools this week.
It
Except
might.
for in this area because of the fair.
Yeah, they'll wait until after the fair.
So.
Well, and that's the other thing is because there's a bunch of little fairs that will be going around the area. It's almost like clockwork. Right after the fair goes through, the kids go to school. It's weird. But, I mean, it's irritating because I remember going to school the day after Labor Day weekend.
Somebody else was talking about that too before.
What happened to that? Is there a reason why this doesn't happen anymore? I'm just curious. People want to know.
I think it's the amount of time off that they get throughout the year for their holidays.
So they have to start them way early so that they can accommodate for all those wacky days off.
Do you want to go into June the way it was this hot this year? I wouldn't. We were already gone.
That's true. That's true.
So, yeah, we were already gone out to Pennsylvania by then.
Yeah, that's true.
The weather then. We missed that heat wave, but we've had every other heat wave since.
Oh, yeah. It was beautiful while we were there. I mean, we had some rain and stuff, but overall it was beautiful because we were able to go out and hike. Even if we couldn't hike in the morning, we could hike in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, why don't we cut this?
Oh, I know what else we've been doing. We also been doing some work on the bikes. We've been getting them a little bit more roadworthy. Got some inexpensive tools. Got some things on them. I still need to get a bing bing thing, so that I can be really annoying in a campground.
She's gonna go around playing that bicycle song from that
Queen. Yeah.
Queen, and I can hear her now going through the campground.
Bling. I will too. It would just be so wrong not to.
The bike wreck, yeah, it's worked out phenomenal the whole trip. When we went up to Illini last time, 29th of July, so it's almost been a month since we've been camping. But it worked great. Everything was great. Bikes. That was our first time out.
The bikes were not very awesome because, they needed some work.
We knew it.
We tried anyway, and it was hard anyway, but we did it and we didn't die.
Yep.
We thought we were going to, but we didn't die. So nothing like getting the spokes straightened out so that the wheels turn properly and getting the brakes adjusted after doing that so that you can actually stop.
Gear.
Yeah, we had a gear shifter decide that it wanted to, literally explode.
Yep. That was on her bike and didn't make it.
Yeah, it wasn't
much
anything.
Funner.
It wasn't anything.
For pedaling.
Yeah, it wasn't anything that we could do at the time, but it was just like, that's broke.
Yeah, we'll fix it.
Yeah, so we'll get her done.
And we can't wait to go out on a bike ride this next camp trip. So.
Yeah, and it's finally cooling down around here a little bit better, so it's not so oppressive to go even on a short little ride. Like, we'll pedal up to the mailbox or pedal down to the first bridge here in town, and we're winded because we're old and lazy. But yeah, we cruised up to a totally different campground at Illini. And I would say, all totaled, it was maybe a half a mile there and back. It wasn't anything major. It was just bebop up the road and a couple hills and turns, and it was fun. It was nice. Yeah. It was actually neat. It was a neat little camp area. Completely different from where we've been camped over there.
Whitetail, and we usually stay at Great Falls.
So, yeah, something
Great
like that.
Falls is electric. Whitetail's
Some are electric, some are not. So it's like...
It is a pit toilet. It's not your showers, your running water or anything, so you do have to get out to Great Falls if you want to take a shower. Mm-hmm. Which you can use facility down there.
Which explains sometimes when you see people hopping on a bike or you see somebody riding over on a bike over to the shower house.
Yeah.
But you have not seen them except at the shower house.
Yep.
And usually when people are camped at a campground, they'll wander around the campground or they'll ride around the campground. In this case, they ride their bikes up to the shower house, they take a shower, and they ride their bikes back. And it's not far. And I'm going to guess that the pit toilets are all right. We didn't bother to check them out. We were more concerned that we were not... Yeah, we didn't want to die on the bike, so...
Yeah.
Anyway.
But,
so, yeah, we rode up and back, and it was nice.
Yeah.
I would do it again.
And you've already seen some of them Illini campsites in the video prior to this, so... That's usually where we have been staying this year. It seems to be our popular spot. Last year was Marine View. So this year it's been Illini.
We did stop at one other spot. We went to Kankakee.
Kankakee for our anniversary
Kankakee River,
weekend,
and that was nice.
We didn't do any videoing there. We didn't do any videoing on our anniversary weekend. We just wanted to have it to ourselves, and we enjoyed it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, where we camped was like really super far from the bathroom, and that was kind of one of the catalysts that made us want to get bikes. Because it was either a really long walk, a fairly short drive, or a quick trip on a bike. We didn't have a bike, so we're old and lazy, and we drove there.
Oh, you get up at 7 in the morning, you gotta go. I'll tell you what. I don't
have time to dilly-dally on the way to the bathroom. I gotta go right now.
No. If I had a bike, I'd probably pedal it because I'd be fine with it. I could make it, but walking, no. Too far.
Yeah, it was too far. I mean, we were literally the one camp spot that was probably the farthest from the shower house.
I think we'll camp up there again. That was actually a nice
it was a really super nice campground. It was a huge spot. We had neighbors all around us, but you couldn't even hear them.
Yeah.
And there was at least 2 or 3 people at each of the campsites that were nearby. They had dogs, and everybody was really, really mellow. Can't remember what the campground was, but one of them over there is closed. The one we were at is open.
Yes.
So, I guess it is what it is.
It actually was a beautiful spot. We'll have to stay there again. Hopefully we'll stay there again this year.
Yeah.
Before next year. Who knows?
Yeah, we went and drove around that whole campground. It was a really nice campground too. So.
All right. Well, you guys have made it this far. We're gonna let you go. We are gonna mess around with these lights. We're gonna show you that in the next video. We're gonna talk about what we might do future ahead. Maybe around Memorial.
Labor.
I always keep saying Memorial. Labor Day weekend. Maybe we'll talk about that. So in an upcoming video. Other than that, we're gonna let you guys go. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
I don't.
Camp on.
Camp on. We hope to see you guys out there.
Have fun. See ya.